So this USDCAD analysis for Monday the 16th of April. Now let's just have a look at prices and where prices may likely go. So we saw this continued sell-off here in the USDCAD. We've sold off beneath the 26.22. Didn't quite get down towards our 25.30. We've tested the 26.22, brief pullback, tested the 26.22 again, and we are in for another test of the 26.22 now. Due to the frequency of tests of this 26.22, there remains a possibility of seeing a break here to the upside. After this pretty long period in test, we've not seen that sell-side momentum follow through to down towards that 25.30. So if we do see that break and hold of 26.22, we're looking for price move up towards that 26.70. Successful break from which we're looking for price up towards that 127 level, while being aware of the 200 period moving average sandwich between the 126.70 and 127 level. So this is a potential sell zone. We could see that sell side momentum take us back down towards that 26.22 for another retest. If I ever do break and hold above the 27 level, we're looking for price progress towards that 27.56. Successful break from which we're looking for price head towards this major horizontal level of the 27.78. In around 27.78, we do have the added confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing the likelihood of seeing that sell side momentum bring us back down towards that 127 level. Don't anticipate price moving beyond 127.78 up towards that 128.39. If we are to see that bullish buy side momentum follow, kind of a bit of a reversal here to the upside. Now, if we were to see the sell side momentum continue to remain, if we do see that sell side momentum continue from the 26.22, we're looking for price to progress down towards that 25.30. Successful break from which we're looking for price to head down towards that 125 and 124.86. So it is a pretty tight trading zone. We could potentially see that bullish buy side momentum return to this market. But if we do see a further breakdown in prices, we're then looking for price to head down towards that 24.26. And if we do see that momentum fall through to the downside, we're looking for price head down towards that 23.55 here on the US dollar CAD. Don't anticipate prices moving even beyond the because we're at 26 at the moment, so I wouldn't anticipate price even moving beyond 25.30. But it's important to point these levels out as they may come into focus later on this week. We'll have a brief look here at the monthly chart. We get scale on here, correct? And on the monthly chart, we can see we're still in that consolidation. So we've been in this bit of a consolidation over the past couple of months, bit of a trading range here on the US dollar CAD. We've not seen a strong break of the 130 and hold of the 130 level. Similarly to the downside, do appear to be forming a bit of a base in the mid 120s or so, mid to low 120s. So we have seen the sell side momentum come back into the market. April has been pretty bearish so far, so we'll look to see if we do retrace all the way back down to our lows. But at present, in a bit of a trading range, there does appear to be heading towards the lower end of the trading range here on the US dollar CAD. We'll have a brief look at the weekly chart. So over on this weekly chart, we can see here we've got our lows, we've got a higher low. We posted a higher high after having this consolidation around the 129. We posted a higher high, but we have seen over the past couple of weeks strong sell side momentum coming into this market. So there remains a possibility of seeing further upside momentum. And we do have our highs, we have our lows, we have our higher lows. So there remains a possibility of seeing prices. There is turn around, and we'll have a third higher low for a test back up of in around that 131 level, potentially breaking, heading up towards that 132s, 54, 134.57, and 135.85. All these levels over here, previously identified. But the most recent trend is clearly here to the downside, very strong trend to the downside. So we'll see how far we do retrace before seeing a bit of a recovery return to this market. So we are still within a bit of a, we did mention we're in a bit of a trading range. We did break out of the range, but we've broken back into this trading range here on the US dollar CAD. And we'll have a brief look at the daily chart. On this daily chart, we can see here, we have our lows. We had a series of higher lows, had prices test at in around a 131 level, seeing that sell side momentum, brief recovery, broke down. And we've come down beneath this 126.22. We are testing 126.22. So we'll see if we can break above and hold that 126.22, or whether we'll see a further breakdown in prices to the downside here on the US dollar CAD. And with that said, yeah, so we do appear to be having a bit of a recovery, as you can see by these series of bullish candles after having this sell-off. So I've just noticed something actually. We do have the 200 period close by, so we'll see whether we can break above that 26.22 and that 200 period moving average to hold this potential dynamic level of support for further upside momentum. Or if we do see that sell side momentum keeping with the theme more recently to the downside, if we're not able to break above the 200 period moving average at that 26.22, there's a possibility of seeing price head down towards that 124.26 or possibly even down towards that 123.25, which I've pretty much highlighted earlier on. With that said, that wraps up the US dollar CAD analysis. Thanks for watching.